Hello, Seth. I'm so glad we have this opportunity today while we're in Scotland on a retreat to ask you some questions that people have sent us.
Mm-hmm.
And this way we also give them an opportunity to be with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
First question. Someone asked, I get panic attacks, sometimes for a specific reason and sometimes for no reason at all. I often feel lost, anxious, and helpless. I feel like there is nothing to hold on to. How can I be happy?
Well, first I want to give an understanding that panic attack and fear and anxiety has nothing to do with that person as far as the person's action or responsibility. Unfortunately, when we are born as an innocent child or a baby, then the belief system starts. And this suggestion that we get from the world, whether through people, through events, builds up this big impression on a child. And then the child finds herself or himself in panic attack and anxiety and without any reason and just wonders what happened. When I said no reason, I mean the personal reason, particularly when the person is young. And the only, absolutely, one and only permanent solution is spirituality. I wish I could give a prescription that would take care of it, but it doesn't. It is reversing the fear of one's thought to nothingness. In other words, when you look at your thoughts and you believe them, they become a monster full of warning, fear, and anxiety. So, the best way is to find a place that will help you, guide you to be able to watch your thoughts and your emotion and try not to move, try not to allow yourself to become one with it. And gradually, this will subside. It just does. And anybody that has come to our orbit can testify to that the spirituality, right path that points you to go beyond the mind, points you to the fact that the mind's thoughts are not real, points you to the fact that you are not responsible for your thoughts, points you to the fact that negative thought does not come to the reality, do not be afraid of them, points you to a path of freeing yourself from this imaginary hell that one can live in. So, yeah, just being able to recognize that the thoughts are not real, that the thinker can find refuge in the heart where the silence and the home is. And this type of effortless practices can completely change one's vision.
You just mentioned about watching the mind. Can you explain that?
I would say to that person, do not fear your thoughts. You're not responsible for them. And they are not real. They're ghost. It's like a child fearing a ghost underneath the bed. How real is that? Or the example that the holy men give is like seeing a rope in the dark and thinking it's a snake. And then when you turn on the light, you see it isn't. So by sitting is you're really turning on the light on the thief, which I call the thoughts that are being believed. You just sit in the beginning and trust on these words of truth that the acceptance we had of every thought that is causing us pain, the base of that thought is silence and the thought is not real. So you just sit and with the eyes open or shut, let everything happen. Don't be afraid of yourself. Let the thoughts come. You just sit. For the first time, a person that has not done that will feel such an amazing amount of release that becomes addicted to this approach. And little by little, you get interested to read more about the subjects that present this in a deeper level. And from there, you're riding the right vehicle.
Thank you very much for this time.
My pleasure. I know that being a human is the huge burden. And to release that humanhood is the biggest gift. So may the whole world be happy. Namaste.
Namaste.